Hey there, Tish.
Hello, Felicia. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Very well. Very.
Well, so like this month, we're going to do another hearing loss conversation, and we're going to be talking about educating yourself about your hearing loss and how important it is to do that because it starts your journey of, changing your life because of your hearing loss. And for me, education was kind of on the last podium when I realized that that was something that was really going to help me by understanding what was going on. And so I encourage it to be your first step by educating. And the more you learn, the more you grow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Education is very important. It's, as a matter of fact, it's important for everything. Tied into hearing loss, because hearing loss is so complicated. And as we said last month, there's no one shoe fits all. Hearing loss come in all types of different decibels, no sound, deafness, you name it. It's just so many things. And it's important that people understand that, because the more people understand, the easier and the better it is for us.
Yes.
Where we can.
It's better to, it allows you to create the lifestyle that you want.
Exactly.
You won't longer be intimidated by the unknown.
Right. If you go someplace, you can just have a good time. Accommodations will be there. People will understand, and if they see that you don't understand, they can they'll offer assistance, they'll offer help. You know, we'll have to continue asking for it, but it still helps that society, provides what we need without fighting for it all the time. So that those barriers just make it difficult for us to live the kind of lifestyle we want to live. We have to fight to live the kind of lifestyle we want to live. You know, but education is the key.
So you made a valid point when you said that we have to fight, for our rights or accommodations. However, when you're educated, uh, it doesn't seem like you're fighting for it. You're pretty much is teaching
Mm-hmm.
others what you need. And that means that you might have to go over it with them more than once or twice or three or four times for it to make sense or register.
Mm-hmm.
And because hearing loss is complicated,
Mm-hmm.
that's the territory
Mm-hmm.
that comes with it, right? And advocating is a very important component to do for hearing loss. So yes.
Right. But many people are not comfortable advocating for themselves. And that falls back on not having enough education about speaking up for themselves. And that's the power of education. The more educated you are about hearing loss, the easier it becomes to speak up for what you need, because people don't understand what you need unless you ask for it. Advocating is so important. It's a skill that once you, well, not everyone have great advocating skills, but like you said, that comes with the educational part. The more educated you are about a topic, the more comfortable you are speaking about. You can speak about things when you understand what they are. So you're so right about the importance of educating and advocating. They go hand in hand. They go together.
I like how you added in, if you're not educated, you can't advocate it. You just can't.
Mhm.
It's important to be able to speak on your behalf.
Right.
That way you feel more comfortable in certain situations, right? That way you can deal with certain situations better. I know for me, because I wasn't advocating for myself, I was one of those fight or flight.
Mhm.
Then I would remove myself from a group conversation
Mhm.
because I just wasn't following.
Mhm.
These days, I don't do a lot of trying to convince everybody to do. I pretty much kind of just watch and observe those. And for me, I usually can pick the ones that will kind of roll with you and won't make it difficult. A lot of people, I don't care how you advocate and how you stand up, they just don't want to, they don't want to do whatever is necessary to help you. So I kind of, that's like, I've picked my battles, I pick which battles I will fight. Though that's a different topic. My point is that I will advocate, I will observe, I would just, determine. If I'm at work, that's the place to advocate. But if I'm in an open public space, I might not bother using that energy, um, exerting energy to convince someone to, I just won't.
Right.
But then you can meet somebody and you tell them that you're hard of hearing and they'd be really interested and want to help. And
Mhm.
so I just go with the flow.
I exactly. I think the hardest place for me for advocating was in the workplace.
Mm.
But after more, I learned more, and I realized that you'll speak up quicker when you have support. You have an inclusive environment, inclusive practices and behavior, where those things make it comfortable for you to speak up and ask for what you need. I learned that it took a long time for me to learn that because now it's not like that. I'll speak up for what I need. But in the past, advocating skills was something that I had to really learn to do when it came to my hearing loss needs, because if you don't have the support you need in the workplace and you're not that very a strong advocate for yourself, you pretty much won't speak up and ask for what you need. And that makes it difficult for you. That makes you work harder. You miss out on conversations. You miss out. You don't get picked to participate, to lead certain projects, So even with us advocating, it also, the organizational culture of the workplace plays a part in that as well.
You just made me remember several episodes I had at my previous job. And I hadn't yet educated myself, or was I advocating? And it was someone in the upper management that advocated for me. And that made me decide you need to do some reading and you need to figure out what's going on with you. You need to be able to tell people that. Though I really appreciated how she went out of her way to help me and make sure that my needs were met, at the same time, I realized that I had a lot of work to do. And the thing about hearing loss, I must have had about 7 or 8 different types of journeys through the hearing loss itself, and for different reasons. I had to go through the journey of educating, and then the journey of advocating, and then the journey of using resources, and the journey of so yeah, that started my journey to learning how to advocate. And yes, Tish, that was really difficult for me to do, because I think me and you discussed that we were kind of confrontational, because that was like our defense mechanism, and that wasn't gonna get it. Being confrontational, you need to be able to, say what you mean, and you can say it in a way that is understandable. You don't have to be mad about it. You don't, it doesn't have to be, so stressful. So yeah, I've been on multiple journeys, and I'm still on, my journey is continuous.
Right.
I am continually on a journey
Right.
With my hearing loss.
Right. I am too. I've woo, I've overcame so many challenges that I have to pat myself on the back, because I've been through so much of being told what I can't do, bad attitude. I wear my feelings on my sleeves. I'm too sensitive, and all of those elements are part of a person that behavior that can't hear well. Like you said, you find things to it forms into a defense mechanism of how you behave. And while in the beginning you don't really understand that's why you're doing it. You don't you don't know, because you don't understand what hearing loss really is. And you don't understand the implications to it and all the aspects of life it impacts. So you not, well, you do get angry some. In the beginning, you're angry. You're not sure why you're angry, because you don't understand that you're like that because you're not hearing things. You're not hearing conversation. And anybody that says anything to you that you don't hear and understand, you go on defense. So I understand exactly what you mean by that. I'm glad I grew out of that, but that was a
Me
long
too.
process. It was a journey, like you said. It was just a process. That's why even with small kids, you have to teach them how to advocate early.
Yeah.
That's a skill. That's not something, some people just, that's their makeup. And they're just strong, and they can handle intimidation or whatever easy. It doesn't matter. My husband's like that, you know.
Mm,
Some most men are like that. They don't
yeah.
really get intimidated. Whereas
Yeah.
women, we're different. You
Yeah.
know, most of us don't like being confrontational. I don't. I don't want to use my energy. I'm a happy person. When I got my best hearing aids to hear, girl, I got so loud. I was laughing at everything. And people, they're like, why is she so loud?
Yeah,
I'm
me
just happy I
too.
can hear. I'm
Right.
so happy I can hear, because my conversation, I felt included, a part of the conversation. I could lead the conversation, I could hear, when so many years before that, I couldn't. So you'll hear me happy, laughing, joyful more than you will anything else, because I'm thankful that I can hear the way I can hear, you know. So
Yeah.
you touched it when you said the advocating is so important. It's a serious skill that you need for everything in life. And with us for hearing loss, accommodations, wherever you are, you have to ask for it. If you go out to eat and the music is too loud, you have to call the manager over and say, listen, I have hearing loss. I wear hearing aids. That music is too loud. Could you turn it down some, please? That's how you have to speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm laughing about the angry part when you don't hear what they're saying. And you know, you just react. And again, I didn't know why I was angry. I just knew that I felt left out. So I think that's why I, felt that way. So I agree that it's imperative to be able to educate yourself so you can advocate for yourself.
Mhm.
And when others see you able to speak up for yourself, 9 times out of 10, chances are you're not gonna have a lot of run-ins because they're gonna say, "Hey, Felicia, she's gonna tell you what she needs." Or Tish, you can count on her. She's gonna tell you, that'll even be how they may talk about you. Oh, Tish, oh yeah, well, she had a hearing and she'll let you know what she need or whatever, you know, and it would be as a matter of fact. But when we didn't know, it was a different introduction, or she always mad about something, or she act like she can't hear or something like that. And people, that's how they look at you, like, oh, they said that you was, you be like, I be talking to you, you're not like that. No, I'm not, you know. And that is so funny because you don't be knowing.
Mhm.
You don't be knowing. So hey, if you want, we can keep going, or if you want to try and see how it works, which thing?
Okay. We can see how it works. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.